Welcome to the ISAT Weekly Update. I'm Matt, aka The Parable.
And I'm James, aka Patriots_Rising 17.
And today we got an interesting little topic here. Someone who keeps running into the news wire just in the wrong way. We all love her, and here she is. Let's take a look at her. There she is. Yep. Ocasio-Cortez. Democrats lost Virginia because they were not far left enough. And she's brilliant. Yes. Yeah. And so let's take a look at the next slide. The Times editorial board wrote in part on Thursday, familiar takeaways like wake-up call and warning shot do not do justice here because the danger of ignoring those trends is too great. What would do justice and what is badly needed is an honest conversation at the Democratic Party about how to return to moderate policies and values. The results in Virginia are a grave marker of political peril. Virginia is a blue state. It hasn't been a battleground in years. Mr. Biden won there in 2020 by 10 points. A year later, the Democratic nominee for governor just lost by 2.5 percentage points. And Republicans flipped two other statewide offices, lieutenant governor, attorney general, that have not won in 12 years. And let's not forget the state legislature, which I believe also turned red.
That's a New York Times article?
I believe it's Time. Yeah, I guess it would be the Times editorial board.
Interesting to see the New York Times and AOC conflicting in what they believe to be the right path for the Democrats.
Well, the Times has gone in some different directions recently. So, what are you going to do? So, we take a look at this one, and this is a typical conservative, Republican, Rhino, GOP. Anybody on the other side. This is some of the takes they had. And I would assume they match up perfectly with what you're thinking to what AOC said. So there's really no significant stretch here based on that. But there was still some more comments and some more information we need to get into here. Far left Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez
definitely not Republican.
Yes, definitely not a Republican. Said in a video that she posted to Instagram that Democrats got blown out by the Republicans of Virginia because they were too moderate. I think she's brilliant. Yeah, that's right on target there, AOC.
Chase that idea.
On the election front, I actually think we have good news as well, she claimed. I know that Virginia was a huge bummer. And honestly, if anything, I think that the results show the limits of trying to run a fully 100% super moderated campaign that does not excite, speak to, or energize progressive base. And frankly, we weren't even really invited to contribute on that race. And isn't that a lovely word? They didn't even contribute. They weren't even there. So the poor soul who ran under the Democrat flag wasn't even there. So not only did they lose, they didn't even have a candidate running. I don't quite understand.
What do you think AOC thinks it warrants her invitation? Like, I mean, she's got, 7 million followers on Twitter? I mean, in my opinion, I think she could just show up anywhere and be given a platform,
sure.
Right? Like, so what does she mean by they weren't invited, do you think?
I think it's a pretty bad comment that has nothing based in reality. And actually, if you look at her statements over the last 4 years, maybe 5 years now, there's nothing that she really puts out that is based in reality.
It's based in sentiment, definitely.
Yeah, really. She's
banking on it.
She's one brick short of a munchkin, and not size-wise, I mean in fantasy land. She's definitely just not where she needs to be as far as the reality of what's going on. And it's okay, because I really support her.
Yeah.
I have no qualms about what she's doing. I have no qualms about what she's saying. And I really think that she should
I mean, yeah, it's like trust the government. They have your best interest in mind, and run with that feeling, right? That's really what she's saying in her whole ideology. So, if that's what you believe, jump on that train.
Alexandria, run for Senate, and I think you should consider really running for president from now on for the Democrats. And we'll leave it at that. So have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.